Life continues to be a misery at this Rohingya refugee camp in eastern Bangladesh. Many of those who live here say they just want to go back to their homes in Myanmar's Rakhine state, but few are certain if they ever will. What's also unclear is whether they will ever see justice for the abuses they faced, abuses the UN describes as bearing the hallmarks of genocide. Amnesty International is also questioning whether the more than 700,000 Rohingya displaced in months of violence will ever be able to return to their homes. These satellite images appear to show areas where Rohingya houses, mosques and businesses once stood, and where, since the start of the year, there has been a rapid increase in the construction of Myanmar military infrastructure, including 3 new army bases. Construction the rights group is describing as a land grab. Around 350 Rohingya villages have been destroyed since unrest in Rakhine state began last August. Eyewitnesses say the Myanmar military directed the burning of the villages, an accusation the government denies. Despite an agreement with neighbouring Bangladesh to repatriate the hundreds of thousands of Rohingya who fled over the border to safety, it's looking increasingly unlikely many will be able to return to where their homes once stood. As well as the new military infrastructure, rapid road construction and other building has been seen in the area. And in one case, Rohingya villagers who had remained in Myanmar were forcibly evicted to make way for an army base.
We're witnessing a genocide in real time. The mistreatment of the Rohingya by Myanmar's military and Myanmar's authorities surely meets the criteria to be considered a genocide. And we actually need to see sanctions back on the table. There should be visa bans for the perpetrators of these atrocities. And that should include not just the military, but it should include the civilian authorities of Myanmar.
The Myanmar government doesn't deny bulldozing the remains of the Rohingya villages in recent months, but says it did so to make way for the new homes for returning refugees. UN investigators say it's been difficult to ascertain what's happening in Rakhine state because it has largely been sealed off from them, rights groups, and the media. Imtiaz, Tyab, Al Jazeera.